Welcome back, everyone. Maverick underscore 1523 here, and we are going to be going over all of the best loadouts for the Season 2 Reloaded update in Warzone. Our first, a little preview of the loadouts, our first three are going to be like kind of regain loadouts, and then our 10th one's going to be sniper, and I'm going to give you two sniper loadouts right now. And before we start, make sure you guys like, subscribe, look at the description. It's where my Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and Discord servers all located. And we'll get right into it. Alright, number one here, we have our fully loaded M4A1 monolithic suppressor, M16 Grenadier, under barrel of a 4 Commando, 6-round mag, and fully loaded. This is the gun I prefer having fully loaded on. You can run some Vanguard. You can go automaton and run it too. Them two are probably your best options is M4 automaton, but just a standard basic build here. If you want to take the fully loaded off, you can run like the 3x optic or even attack laser on it, but I prefer the fully loaded. And then here with the machine gun pistol running fully loaded too. The silencer, this only hurts aim down sight speed, so you're not aiming down sight with this build, so that's fine. This helps your hip fire, rapid action to increase your fire rate even more than the lightweight trigger does. 40 round Grenko, frangible, pine tar, akimbo, fully loaded, and the 4 to 8 times optic. Any optic's really good, but I like the 4 to 8 times because it gives you that accuracy stat, so it'll give you even more accuracy, even though you're just hip firing, than like, say, the slate reflector. So that's always good. I would rather put a bigger scope on it if I were you. Pine tar for the hip fire control. And then our perks here, most of these are going to be EOD overkill amped. But as you see, this is my ghost loadout and fully loaded class, so I picked ghost for this. Semtex is stun almost 99% of the time. If you want to run a snapshot or a smoke or even a stim every once in a while, you can run heartbeat, but heartbeat, I just like to run some other stuff, and that's either stim, stun, or snapshot. And then every once in a while, if you're running, like, you have to revive your teammates a lot, run a smoke, and you can just smoke out the teammate and then revive them. But number two here, we have our basic ghost build with the MP7, Monolithic Suppressor, Recon, Tac Laser, Merc Foregrip, 50 mag. This is what I usually grab if I'm just grabbing like a random ghost class and I already have like all my guns. Monolithic Suppressor, Extended Barrel, Lightweight Trigger, 20 round mag, and then the akimbo for the M19 here. The biggest thing when you're going akimbo, run the extended barrel, not the super, because the super gives you recoil control and it minuses your movement speed, so you won't be fast with these, so use the extended barrel when you use it. And then, as you see, EOD Ghost amped. And then here, this is our all-out pushing class, mainly for Rebirth. This is what I like to run, Rebirth, especially solos. It's really good. I just run normal suppressor other than this, because this slows down the ADS speed a lot. But if you are running Caldera, I'd rather run the agency, but I'm on Rebirth a lot, so I just like the normal suppressor. Bruiser grip for the movement speed on it, and a little bit of hip fire, but the movement speed is really nice. If you can't control the recoil good enough, run the field agent, but I think after a while it's just easy, especially without running the task force barrel. 60 round mag, microflex LED, and then the Raider pad. You can either run the Raider pad or you can run like the Serpent wrap here. Either or really works. It just depends if you want ADS speed or you want a sprint to fire. That's really all the difference is. But I recommend the Microflex LED if you're running like a medium close range there. And then its secondary 8 is the Diamati HC Suppressor Task Force. This laser helps us your hip fire and effective damage range. That's why I run it over the movement speed Tiger Team, because it's going to give me that hip fire just to have it. 30 round mag. You can run 24 if you want, but I like 30 on it. And then Serpent Wrap for the really fast ADS speed. And then perks, because this is the biggest reason I don't run dual wheel on this, is because since I only have one gun, my AR, if I have to like fish someone off in distance, I can just shoot them with this, or like quickly follow someone in a room, I can just shoot them with this, other than like dual wield, and I can't get any length on it. If they're running through a doorway, I can't like shoot them really good. So that's why I opt for just one Diamatti. Perks, I run Quick Fix, Tempered, and Combat Scout. Quick Fix is once you kill the player, your your health is just going to go right up. So in case you get in third party, your health is already going to be up. Tempered, so you only have 2 plates instead of 3. And then Combat Scout, especially when playing with your teammates, this highlights them for your whole squad, and you can kind of tell like which way they are going. If you don't want to run Combat Scout, you can run Battle Hardened, but not very many people have been using stuns in that. That's why I personally like to run stuns, because not many people run Battle Hardened, so you can get the stun effect so much on them. Or you can run Tracker if you really want to know where people are going. And then I like to run a stem, so like if I can go faster, because stem actually boosts your movement speed, so I can even go faster, and I can heal right up when needed. At number 4, we have the Cooper Carbine and the Owen gun. Cooper Carbine build, silencer, Cooper custom, hand stop, 60 round 9mm mags, compressed rounds for the increased fire rate, polymer, hard scope, fully loaded, padded, 2.5 optic. You can run like the 3.5 rifle scope or even the 3 to 6 times scope, but I've been running a lot of rebursts, so that's why I opt for the 2.5 instead of going for the bigger scopes. And then hard scope is a really crutch perk here, because it gives you that accuracy and recoil and sustained ADS. So as you're firing for a long time, hard scope is good. You can run high score or brace, but I think hard scope gives you better attributes than brace does. And then here for the Owen gun, recoil booster, 142mm rapid, skeletal, 72 Grenco, hollow point rounds. Hollow point is a big change from incendiary, since it got that damage nerf and the bullet velocity is weakened really on it. The new ammunition you should use is hollow point. It does lower your damage range, but with an SMG, you're not really using it for that far anyway, so it's fine. Fabric for the ADS fire, fleet, so you have movement speed, and then quick for sprint speed. Then remove stock, so you get the best movement speed and everything. And then this is one of the keys to the Owen gun right here, is that scope, because as you can see, that scope is above the mag, so you don't have to worry about that mag being in the way. But this right here, you can run like the precision if you want more damage over range, but I like to run the rapid barrel because it gives you that fire rate. Yes, it takes down your accuracy and damage and all that, but it's okay because you get that hip fire. So if you run up to someone, you can easily hip fire them, and it gives you so much more fire rate, and you're getting a fire rate boost in the 72 round mag that we're running here. So that's really a big boost to it. And then at number 5, we do have the Krig and the MP40. Krig, basic setup, HC suppressor, 15-inch CMV mil-spec, field agent grip, 6-round mag, and 3 times optic. This is coming back into the meta recently, and I've been trying out, really liking it, so that's why it's made its debut here, because I have been really liking it. And then here at our SMG, I made a little change to this from my top SMGs video, and instead of using the 317 millimeter barrel, I am using now the short barrel, especially on Rebirth that I've been playing. This gives you better damage range, better limb damage, but takes away your headshot damage. But that's alright, because most of the time when you're up close, you're going to be hitting body shots a lot. So that even helps. Anytime you hit a limb, that's going to put it up, and the damage range is longer. So if that time to kill, it's insane now. Recoil booster, get that fire rate up, aim down sight speed, and then this, I also run the 45 round mag Grenco because of the movement speed and fire rate and everything that it gives you. You can opt for maybe the 8mm 40 mag, but just the recoil accuracy, it's the aim down sight speed and the movement speed and the fire rate just cons. It just kills it. So I mean, you could still use it, but it's just it's not as fast. You're not as mobile. But with this, with movement speed increase, you are as mobile as all get out, and you will be running past people, aim down sight speed with the fabric grip, frangible, and actually hollow point because of the limb damage. It does take away your damage range, but with this, you're using up close anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Brace. Really, there's nothing here to like really perk wise. It's really good. You can use unmarked for precision concealment more, but I like brace, so it gives me that initial fire and recoil control. Quick, and then remove stock, so I get that movement speed even higher. And then I prefer the slate reflector over any of these sights, like even the iron sights. I like the slate reflector just in case I have to stretch it out. I have a good sight on it. But yes, this, if you need an MP40 build, try this build out. Coming in at number 6, we have the Black Ops Cold War Edition guns. AK-47, Groove Suppressor, 20-inch Spetsnaz barrel, Spetsnaz grip, 6-round mag, and the 3 times optic. This is your basic Cold War setup, but it is so good with this AK. You can build this AK out so differently, like I've shown in previous videos. If you guys want to see more videos of me building out the AK using unique setups on it, let me know down in the comments. Then here we have the Cold War MP5. The key here is don't run the Task Force barrel. For some reason, this barrel just kills your recoil control. Like it just bounces everywhere. If you want to really run a barrel, you run the reinforced. But I feel that you can get so much better stuff with the other ones, so I don't run a barrel. Agency suppressors, so you do have very limited recoil, and it gives you that more effective damage range. Bruiser grip for the movement speed, 50 round drum mag, serpent wrap for aim down sight speed, and then the Raider stock here for sprint to fire speed and all. SAS stock, we have been kind of playing around with that, but I like the sprint to fire speed that the Raider stock now helps you with. Then at number 7, we have the C58 and the Milano. C58 basic build, agency suppressor, task force barrel, 45 round mag instead of the 50 because it fires so slow, so there's no sense of you getting that ADS penalty there. And 3 times optic, I just prefer the 3 times optic over anything else. And then, well, really, the C58, you can swap the C58 out for the EM2. It's whatever one you really prefer. I prefer the C58 over the EM2, but if you were just good with this EM2, I would use it over the C58. But here we have the Milano, agency suppressor, task force barrel, field agent grip, 45 round drum mag, and microflex LED. The one thing you can change here is the optic if you want like serpent wrap on it or tiger team spotlight, you can run that, but I don't really like the iron sights on it too much, so, and in case I have to stretch out to medium range, I like to run the microflex LED on it. And this we would run EOD. And then number 8, we have the Growl and the OTS. Growl mono suppressor, barrel 26.4 Archangel, commando foregrip, 6-round mag, 3 times optic. This commando foregrip you can take off like on some guns, but the Growl, the M4, this helps so much. Like it is, like if you take it off, you will really notice a difference without having it on. So I really want you to build your gun out for comfort so for me, the foregrip is what my comfort is. It might not be like the best overall build, but for me wise, if I use the foregrip, it gives me the best chance of getting it, and getting kill makes me the most comfortable. Then the OTS is still dominant. Groove suppressor, 8.1 task force, bruiser grip, 40 round fast mag, and the serpent wrap. Then at number 9, this is my favorite class right now. I've been running this all the time in Rebirth. It is just fly and you can fry. I mean, the TTKs on these guns are just amazing. First up, we have the Ram 7 mono suppressor, Ranger barrel, commando for 50 round mag, and 3 times optic. The only thing I say about the Ranger is that it's not like the best, like extremely long range weapon, But for medium to slightly long range, it is amazing. Like, it is up there. It's good. Especially with this barrel, that you can get recoil control on it, because this one, and not really, if you use compact, you're using it as SMG, but I like to use it as a medium range assault rifle, and it can just beam with the fast fire rate it has. 50 round mag is the only option you do have, so that's why you only run 50. And it is, if you haven't tried the Ram 7 out, you need to try it out. Then with the Lapa here, HC suppressor, rifled barrel, this is the key. It gives you more damage and more fire rate, so up close you are going to dominate with this weapon. 50 round mag, microflex LED, and the Raider stock. The optic is the big thing that you can change. If you are good with iron sights, you can run like Tiger Team and Bruiser for the most movement speed if you want, but I like the Microflex LED on top because I don't really like the iron sights, and then I like the sprint to fire speed that the Raider stock gives you. But if you want a more ADS build, you can run Serpent Wrap on it, because this does hurt your ADS here, so and it will hurt here with the 50 round mag. So if you want to build that back up, just run Serpent Wrap on it. Then at number 10 here, we have our sniper. We had the Vargo 52 as our sniper support option. There is a lot of options right now, but I've been enjoying the Vargo 52. Crew suppressor, reinforced, not the task force, because I feel like that slows me down too much. So I've been running the reinforced barrel. Spetnaz grip, just for recoil control, 6 round mag, and the Microflex LED. So I'm not as slow, but I still can stretch out the range with it. And then here we go with the snipers, crew suppressor, Tiger Team barrel, Bruiser grip, Serpent Wrap, and Raider stock. If you really want a laser, you can go Tiger Team for the movement speed, but I don't really want a flashlight on my sniper because that's just going to be visible to enemies, which is the bad. But like with the car and other weapons, it is really viable to have it. But movement speed, I'm not really looking for a movement speed on this sniper. I already get it in the Bruiser grip, and I get the ADS in this Serpent Wrap, and with the Raider stock, and get your sprint to fire speed. So that's why I run these three combo the best. That's what I prefer. And then other snipers you can have is like the SPR, but I'll show you the Car 98 build. I go monolithic suppressor, longest barrel. You need I prefer sniper scope on it. And then you can either go sport cone ADS, you can go stippled grip tape for ADS, or you can go tack laser, and that'll give you the best ADS is this top two. So that's why I prefer to go as tack laser and sport cone, because that'll give you the best aim down sight speed. But if you don't want the laser, you can come down here and get deep breaths, so you can focus even longer, and you don't really have to worry about your breathing and shaking and all that. Or you can either get focus and get your flinch resistance, so when you do get hit, it's not going to put up your gun anymore. But right now, the top snipers are Car 98, SPR is coming back into the meta, along with the Tundra. Pellington is nice. AX50 and HDR are even still viable if you only have Modern Warfare weapons. These two are still good to use, but everything else is kind of just not it right now, especially like these two. They're just too slow, and it jumps up right when you shoot. So I would prefer the Swiss or the Car 98. I'd recommend them two for you right now. Let's get all this back on. But why I prefer the Swiss over the Car 98 is because you don't have to run optic on the Swiss. So as you can see here, this gives you more fire rate even. Then you get the Bruiser grip with movement speed, you get the ADS speed, and you get the sprint to fire speed. That's why I prefer the Swiss over the Car 98. But let me know down below which two you prefer, what sniper you prefer over each other. Let me know that down in your thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.